This year 2026 is going to be huge for voice AI. That is why I'm keeping a close eye on open source projects, and CAAL is one of them. It is a fully local voice assistant that brings the power of AI to your home without sending your data to the cloud. Now, I believe still there are a lot of loose ends to be tied up here, but I think that's a good start. And the major attraction for you or anyone out there is that if you are looking to build your own tool, maybe just look at the source code and see what you can glean from it. In this video, we are going to install it and I will be showing you various integrations, and we will also talk about the architecture that is going to help you a lot if you're looking to build your own. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member. Please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. And thank you for the support on X. In few days, I have already garnered around 300 plus followers. So thank you so much. Okay, coming back to this CAAL tool. You can think of this tool as building your own Alexa or Google Home, but one that actually respects your privacy and learns new tricks on the fly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to install this and then I'm going to integrate it with Ollama, and they also provide a Docker container for it, and I will show you shortly. So all you need to do when you install it to just say hey CAAL, and then you are chatting with an AI that can control your smart home through Home Assistant, search the web for real-time info, and here is where it gets wild. Automatically discover and use any workflow you create in n8n as a new skill, and I will show you where you can set it. Of course, one of the problems still with all of these tools is that you have to have external APIs for all of this tooling. You cannot do it from within, and that is where I believe the video which I covered a few days back around how you can do the open responses and how to standardize agent comes very handy, but that is for another talk. So let's get it installed. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. For Ollama based models, I have this GPU card, but you can also use it on CPU if you don't have a GPU. While I create the virtual environment, if you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So please also check them out. Next up, let's git clone the repo of CAAL, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. Okay, so everything is ready. So one thing we need to do is to make sure that our .env file is there. Let me show you it in the browser, sorry, in the VS Code. So this is the .env file, and you don't really have to worry too much about it. All you need to do here is to set it with this. And don't worry about this live kit and all that. I will also tell you all about its architecture. So I'm just going to set my IP here. If you're just using it in your LAN, in your company's private, intranet or local area network, just give it that IP of your local server. So I'm just going to set it and save and go back to terminal. And from here, you would just need to run your Docker stuff. If you don't have Docker, make sure that you install it. And this is my Docker version. And if you don't know how to install it, just search my channel. I have done a very simple to understand video. And then I'm just bringing everything up through Docker Compose. It is going to pull all this live kit and all that Kokoro model, and then it is going to spin it up on my local system. While it does that, let's now talk about its architecture so that you would understand what is happening under the hood. So the architecture is actually quite impressive. It is elegantly modular, running as a Docker Compose stack, which we just saw, that feels like assembling some sort of Lego blocks. At the core is live kit handling the real-time voice pipeline, connecting to either speeches like GPU accelerated whisper for speech to text, or even you can set up Grok's cloud API if you feel like it, with your choice of Kokoro or even Piper model pumping out natural sounding speech responses. The brain is Ollama, or you can even use Grok if you like. That doesn't just answer question, it reaches out through the model context protocol or MCP to discover available tools from your n8n instance and home assistant setup. Every workflow you build in n8n automatically becomes a callable function, turning your voice assistant into an ever expanding Swiss Army knife of capabilities. The whole system exposes a webhook API for external triggers. It also has got a slick Next.js front end for configuration and can run anywhere from a beefy Linux server, which we are doing, with an NVIDIA GPU, to a Raspberry Pi class device using the CPU only mode. So a lot of flexibility there, but as I said, there are quite a lot of loose ends, which I'm sure community is going to sort out, or you could just fork it and modify it as you will. The license is quite attractive, MIT license, and it doesn't get better than that in terms of licensing. And meanwhile, things are being set up, and it is taking fair bit of time, so you just have to wait there. And everything is installed and running. Let's go to our local host on this IP at port 3000, and you can see that I'm just going to go with Ollama provider, and it's already selected. We can also test it. Okay, I think it's not running, or may let me check if my Ollama is up or not. And this is Ollama if you don't know. So my Ollama is running. One issue normally is that we need to give it a Docker container, but let me first try it with IP and then we will go from there. So IP works, it seems. So nothing was working and I spent around 2 hours to fix this. So the all I need to do is to just put this localhost, but what you need to do in actual is go to docker compose.yaml file and make sure that this live kit URL is set to localhost plus network mode is set to host, not only in the front end section in the Docker YAML, but also in the backend section. So it took long time to fix it. Anyway, so this was the issue here, but at least we are good to go next. And I'm showing you all of this so that you know what, if the main purpose is not really this tool. The main purpose is to introduce you to this. If you are a developer or a startup who is looking to build something around voice AI, this is going to help you a lot in my humble opinion. Anyway, so you see that we are just going to go with Kokoro model, which is really good model, I would must say. You can also go with Piper if you are using CPU, and these are the voices which you can check out. I'm just going to go with Sarah, uh, or there is also Nicole. Jess is here, but I'll just go with Nicole. I think I like this name better. Anyway, so now you can see that now you can control your smart home and it and workflow. So if you just switch it on, you can just give your IP and your API key. I don't have it at the moment. We can also set it up later. So just finish that up. And now you can talk to CAAL. And then when you press it, I'm actually in my VM, so I'm not sure if it is going to work or not. Hello, CAAL.
Hello, I'm ready to help. What would you like to do?
Well, I have this question. I always meant to ask it from someone, but you know what? It is a bit embarrassing, but it's a safe place. Can I ask you? Okay, I think Nicole is just has run away already. But anyway, you saw that it works. I'm just going to end the call. It is going to take a bit of a time. As I said, I'm working, in my VM, so that is why there is a bit of a delay. Now, if you click here on the, settings, it should show you something. Yeah, there you go. Takes a bit of a time. So this is where you can check out the greeting, change it, change the voice, even change the agent name. This is a prompt. You can change it as per your own use case, and this is where you can change the model. I'm just using that GPT OSS model. LLM setting, you can set different hyperparameters and stuff, and this is the integration. So you can also do the wake word too, but you know what, let's not worry about it at the moment. So home assistant, again, if you again, you can just give your access token, your URL, and it's quite easy to fix up. Sorry, and then you can disable it, enable it, and I think the real advantage would be if you would be able to have your own integrations, as many as you like. So that's it. Let me know how you go with it. If you are building something in Voice AI, very keen to learn more about it. And if this project or any similar project has helped you, also let me know in the comments. And if you are building a Voice AI project, let me know. I'm happy to cover it as long as it is MIT license, open source, without any commercial angle to it. For commercial angle, of course, there is a sponsorship available. Thank you for all the support. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member. Please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates. Thank you for all the support.